Okay.
We last left off with you guys getting paid after finding the kid in the drug dens.
James. And I was high, last I remember.
No, you're no longer high. You were
Oh.
shortly high.
Are you calling me short? Is this because I'm a halfling? Oh.
Yes.
No, it's because you're short.
Oh. I hate that both are true.
Is there a link to the eel bear?
Yes,
It
we have
is in the voice chat.
Oh, that makes sense.
So you are now free to do as you please within the city if you would like to do anything.
Wait, which voice chat?
The first one.
It's way above the "Oh no, little German boy, don't go to Weeb's cave."
Oh, I see it. I see it.
It's past the really gross sandwich.
Past the gross. That's the first thing that shows up.
Yes.
And it's before the announcement
there it
saying
is.
that Thomas has in fact died. It's before that.
Yes, it blended in by not becoming a link.
Yeah, Discord doesn't want to load on my laptop, so I can't send a proper link.
Weird.
It is weird. So you can understand the chaos where I don't know what's happening on my screen. Yeah, y'all are free to explore the city or just take a nap.
Well, who needs a nap?
I
think I'm.
I don't think I get anything from a nap.
Let's see. What we got?
Am I missing anything? No, just 3 hit points.
Oh, you're only missing 3?
Yeah, remember I got hit once and then ran into a corner and climbed up the wall.
I got all my spell slots.
5. And I only had 10 hit points before. But now I have 21. Something like that.
So, where are we at this very moment? Like, immediately, where are we?
You are in the gated community on Rose Hill.
Oh, yeah, we just got paid.
Yeah, you just got paid.
Do I know any cool things to go do?
Currently, it's the middle of Moondown.
Oh.
It's the middle of night.
That sounds honk shoe.
The sun is always honk shoe. No, the moon is honk shoe.
Yes.
The sun
Wait, hold on. How does the moon produce light if the sun's not present?
You know, I
Magic.
had that question too.
Don't ask stupid
Magic.
questions.
It's magic. The answer's magic.
Hey, the plants are still alive in this setting. You're asking the wrong questions.
The answer to every question is magic.
It's a very, very, very large light.
Maybe it's the unicorn that lives in.
A wizard did it. Level 20 wizards saw that and has I wish that the moon would emit light instead of I wish that the sun returned.
Yeah.
Well, we know what happens if you try to conjure a sun, maybe, or get rid of a sun. Maybe you conjure 2 instead.
Oof.
Double
That's
sun
ominous.
I got that reference.
We all end up on Tatooine.
Okay, well, let's
see. I guess Ash, counting the coins. So, what's the plan now exactly?
I believe that we were attempting to ascertain our good friend Roland's possible leads into our investigation. Were
Yes.
we not? We were seeing what he had to say.
Yeah.
I think perhaps we should find lodging for the night. The honk shoe. The double night.
Yeah,
Evening now.
I'm fairly tired.
Oh, I'm sure you were. You took quite a beating.
We could probably get a place at Lucky's.
Interesting character, that Lucky.
Ah.
He has some rather interesting and unusual business interests.
I've learned not to question Lucky. I've found that people that question Lucky end up not so lucky.
It's very funny. Complete
Eh.
Batman.
Very interesting. I shall make sure to note that down in my assessment of him.
I'll do my best. Not questioning things is kind of antithetical to everything that I do, so we'll see how far that goes.
Well, if we're just getting lodging, then it shouldn't be too much of a difficulty.
Do you think you could get us a discount? Thomas?
I can try.
So, I don't know
Do
about
I
the
think
rest
I
of
can
you.
get us a discount?
You can try.
I don't know about the rest of you, but that 10 gold I just got tripled my money. So I'm a little light on gold. And
I would like to point out that 10 gold in this setting, like the average person makes like 2 gold a year.
yeah. This is quite literally the most gold I've ever seen in one spot, and it's only a quarter of what we just got paid, so I am
Rookie. Oh. Well, we don't really want to be standing around out here with it.
Well, of course not.
So we should
That
probably...
is quite an excellent point. Henceforth, I suggest that we do not show our wealth. We should not be conspicuously wealthy. That is understood.
Back to
That
the
is
Okay.
10 gold and you're rich. So you're heading down to Lucky's. So you head back down. So as you like head into Lucky's, it's that point of the night where like no one's here. Like not even like any like tavern maids are here, so it's like just Lucky like barely conscious at the tavern, just kind of trying to stay awake.
Do I not have a house?
You want to go home?
Wait,
you want to invite the three of us into your house?
Do I live alone? Or is my house like the house?
Your house is the highway.
You know.
Fire. Think about how close your family would have to be for everything to work.
All right, we're staying here, guys. I don't want to go home.
I
okay.
mean, you can go home.
I'm having a night out. Several nights out.
How much is lodging at Lucky's going to be per person?
I'm gonna walk up to Lucky and be like, "Hey."
Oh. Hi.
Well, we dealt with that kid from earlier.
That's
You
that's
think
good.
you think we could get a room here? I don't really want these guys wandering around the house.
Don't your friends have somewhere else they can stay?
I'm
Unfortunately
gonna look
not.
at them.
Unfortunately, the accommodation I would have had in the city is not currently available to me.
Alright. If you need a place to sleep, the adventuring hall has 3 beds.
Well, yeah, but come on. Yes, the low charisma character.
I believe what my good friend and associate here is attempting to convey to you, my dear friend Lucky, is that we have resolved a problem for you, and that
Mm,
one night's stay in your establishment is surely not too much to ask in return. Think of it as an investment. If it is known that you reward your associates for their good work, then surely people will be more willing to put in extra effort in similar such assignments.
You really don't know who I am.
mm,
No, not
tell you,
really.
On the contrary, I know
tell you what,
somewhat
Lucky,
about who you are.
Lucky, buddy. Um, I will get you one of those bottles that you really love from the what the heck is the place where you keep alcohol? Someone give me the word.
Stellar.
Right, Seller?
Distillery?
Distillery.
Cellar. From the cellar. That'll work.
Off license.
From the
Got it.
cellar. If we can
Fine.
stay here. Yes. Shoot, now I have to do that.
I'm sure it's fine.
So glad that worked.
Lucky reaches under his cabin and pulls out 4 keys and just sets them down. I want these back in the morning.
Thank you. You're the best, Lucky.
Don't worry, I'm an individual of my word. You'll have it back.
Jeez, what kind of line are you offering him?
I'm
You have. I
assuming
will
that we've
return.
walked away. Yeah.
I will return this key to you, good sir, in the morning. I am not stupid, and I know that crossing you would be inadvisable, especially in this city.
Okay. Like usher everybody back up.
Is this Hongshu time?
Honk shoot.
Um, yeah, unless I
Okay.
think Dave had a question that he asked me, but I was trying to like
It was,
not do it in
jeez,
front of Lucky.
what kind of wine did you offer him?
I wouldn't say it was wine, but Lucky has his favorites.
Insights.
How
It-
late? Ominous.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I don't even. I'm not really lying. But okay. You can roll insight against.
I know, I just want to
What?
see, like, what are you even alluding to here?
I don't know.
She doesn't
You know
know.
what honest is.
I will roll something anyway in hopes I don't have to explain myself.
So, yeah. Okay.
In the
Um,
meantime, I will examine, or Safe will examine the room that he has been assigned to attempt to locate an alternate exit
What
in
would
case he
you
needs to make a rapid egress.
There's a window.
10-foot drop kick window.
He's gonna check. He's gonna check the window and see if it, is lockable. Can you bar the window? Can you open the window? Can you jump out the window?
It's a second story room that points directly into the alley, but yes, you have a window you can open and lock.
Okay. So, are there any spare bed pillows?
hey, you're damn lucky I got a 4.
I got an 18.
Yeah, plus 1, I think. Or let's see, what's my insight? Yeah, plus 1, so I a 5. So I don't think I'm drafting anything.
You're like, yep, Thomas. That's just straight what
Are
it
there
is.
any
It's
spare
just
bed
not
pillows
wine.
in the room? Or
No, you all got like single bedroom rooms and not very big.
okay.
I'm leaving it up to Dallas as
Okay.
to what I'm actually
So I'm gonna take my backpack and I'm gonna stuff it under my bedclothes so it looks like in there, and then I'm gonna sleep under the bed.
Ash at one point goes to just grab everyone just to say to everyone real quick, like, hey, we should probably talk about what brought us all together at some point. But I guess would knock on the door, unless I assume you've locked the front, like the door into your room as well, Scythe.
Yes.
Do you respond from Ash knocking on the door?
He's gonna look. Is there like a crack under the door?
I imagine there would be.
Yeah, he's gonna look under the door and see if he recognizes the feet.
I think out of everyone here, I'd have the most recognizable.
I will point
Okay.
something out, Safe. You don't need to actually look underneath the door.
Is there a peephole?
Your ability?
Oh, that's an excellent point.
Ooh, what the hell?
Mm,
What does that mean? You just have arcane eye,
Explain.
like you just have a default arcane eye.
he's gonna.
Elaborate.
Yep, he's gonna pull out his motion tracker and examine Ash.
What?
Verify it is indeed Ash. Then he's gonna unlock the door. Yes.
I just wanted to say, you preached about getting to know all of us, becoming friends with us. So it is my recommendation you start thinking about what it is you want to tell us about what brought us all together. After all, if we're going to be working together, we might as well explain what happened so that we may better understand what happened ourselves, and then we can plan from there. Yes?
He pauses for a second to think. Yes, that would be most useful. Information on each other would help to build trust and help us better understand how it is us four that came to be selected for this task that is normally I would have said it would be beyond our capabilities, but we don't have much of a choice in the matter.
Firebrand, just want to let you know there's a lot of crinkling, I think.
Did I fix it?
Yeah, I think so.
Sorry.
Good. Just wanted to let you know so you had some time to think about it over the night. I'm going to tell the others know as well.
Okay. He closes the door, he relocks it.
Yeah.
He closes the door, he relocks it. He probably replaces random stuff he barricaded the door with.
I just hear
Quickly
multitude of
installs
scraping
a second padlock he can use.
Just hear a multitude of scraping.
I don't
every
think I
chair
have
in
any
the
of that. I don't have a second padlock in my inventory, unfortunately. So
And then Ash would go to the other two and just basically relay the same message of like, hey, get ready to explain. Get ready to share.
I'm gonna have to pull up
Share
my
with the
notes
class.
and see what happened.
Mm.
And then she didn't go to sleep.
You all take the EP. Everyone EPing.
Yep.
One 8-hour short rest.
Yep. Get a short rest.
Wild.
Woo.
Come on, hit dice, don't fail me now. Oh wait, I literally can't roll below max. It doesn't matter.
Is that one of your cleric's abilities? Oh wait, no, you're just missing so little that never mind.
Since it is a short rest, actually, I would, when I talk to Snorri, I would cast Cure Wounds.
Man, imagine having abilities that refresh on West.
Imagine having abilities that have cooldowns. Haha. This post
Hey,
made by Rogue Gang.
If
Hey,
you'll allow me.
At
I
what
am
point during the night do you talk to
surprised.
Snorri?
This
Yo,
is
what?
like the perfect
Sorry,
game for
what's that sound?
monks. Firebrand, you're making like a scratching noise.
Sorry, there were crumbs on my chair, and they were driving me absolutely nuts.
Okay, I was gonna ask. When do you think? What time of the night are you going to be visiting Snorri?
Oh, just like as we were all going to our room shortly after everyone picked.
Oh,
them,
yeah.
Ash was just going to tell everyone, "Hey, get ready to share with the class." And then while she was there, she would cast Cure Wounds on her if you'd allow.
Yeah, sure.
Yay, friendship! You get 9 HP.
Okay,
Yay,
I'm back up.
friendship.
I'm back up to full.
What? Weren't you at 1?
Yeah, but I got some. I'm pretty sure I got healing, and then I got from leveling up. I got the hit. Yeah. So.
Oh, all right. Well, either way, I get this back on the short rest anyway, so no loss.
God bless. Forgot what that ability is called.
Arcane Recovery.
Yes.
God bless Arcane Recovery.
Oh,
I'd be recycling sorcerer points like crazy if I was a sorcerer.
Yeah, I'm surprised no one played a sorcerer or a monk.
I considered monk, and then I was like, but what if I played Thomas? And this is how we got here.
Yeah, I considered sorcerer, but I don't know. I just, in its current form, I'm not a huge fan of the class mechanically.
You fools! I'm actually playing a sorcerer, not a rogue.
I am actually
My
a
God.
fan of the whole, like, instead of having like spell slots, they get like a pool of points they use to cast spells.
Mm-hmm.
Just
That's
to
what they're
make
doing
them
with Strixhaven.
make them like distinct as casters. Instead of being like mage, but worse.
Mage, but less flexible, but haha, funny twin spell.
Yeah.
Twin spell and subtle spell.
Which is weird because you would think sorcerers would be the most flexible casters, but no.
I
It
don't
bugs
know. I'm
me.
not a huge fan of casters.
But yeah, you all take your 8-hour short rest.
Hunk shoe.
It's so weird to think about.
It's
Am I,
just a short.
am I
You all
assassinated in my sleep? No.
you were not assassinated in your sleep.
Roll a d100, and if ever land on 1 after a sleep, you're dead.
I'm gonna like gather everyone's keys up after everybody wakes up and bring them back
Can
down.
everyone do me a little bit of a favor?
No. No.
Can everyone just roll a d20 for me? And if you get below a 5, tell me.
I got a 2.
Let's go! I got a natural 1.
I got
3.
I got a 14.
So, everyone but Thomas, you have vivid nightmares.
Awesome. Love that.
Of
Thomas
course.
is like, I've seen everything. It doesn't phase me crawling around in the opium.
You know, this fits perfectly with what, not going to go into that actually. Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense.
I mean, that makes sense. It's paranoid as hell.
When y'all wake, and when you three wake up, you feel like your death mark like burning into your skin.
Oof, owie, ouch, my bones.
Thomas is gonna go knock on everyone's door, and he's gonna be like, "Hey,
I'm going to slowly approach the door and ensure I'm within range to scan for rude people outside my door.
he's gonna announce that it's him."
You
Well,
hear
he's gonna make sure anyway,
Okay,
because paranoia.
fair enough.
It could be a changeling in disguise set to murder him.
Everyone is a potential changeling.
It could
it's
be.
it's possible.
He could
Also,
be in this very room.
when you
He
knock
could
on
be-
Snorri's door, you see him like you hear him like try and get up, fall over for some reason, and then get the door. So yeah.
Okay.
Oh, is there a bathroom in each room? By the
No,
way?
you didn't buy it. You didn't get the nice rooms.
Ah,
Okay, go to the public bathroom.
Got the free ones.
okay. So
Well,
I'm
not very free.
gonna make a roll to determine something.
Oh.
And okay. So when he opens the door, his hair's a little bit silver rather than the black. Like the roots of the hair are a bit silver rather than black.
Sus. I just came to get your key. Bring it down to Lucky.
Ah, excellent. He'll hand over the key. Boop.
Okay. You do not look like you slept well.
What do you mean?
I will continue on. He's just gonna basically.
I'm gonna go find a mirror.
Basically, go to everyone's door and take their key. Go back down to Lucky.
Okay, when you head down to Lucky, despite like just a few hours ago, he looked like very tired, and you don't know how long he stayed up. He's now just perfectly fine.
It doesn't surprise me. I'm just gonna roll with it. Thomas is just like, yeah.
Thank you, Thomas.
I'm your favorite.
Sure, whatever you believe.
Okay. Ow.
He's gonna take the keys back.
You mean to tell me I'm not your favorite?
You can believe what you want, kid.
After everything? Really? Man. Can I roll insight to figure out who his favorite is?
Yeah, sure, roll insight.
I have a terrible insight. I got an 11.
He also got an 11.
Defenders usually win.
Yeah. Actually, no, defenders usually lose in D&D.
Isn't it meets it beats it?
Yeah. Since you did meets it beats it, you can't tell who his favorite is, but you can tell you're not his favorite.
Oh! You really hurt me today, Lucky. It really hurts.
So when am I getting that wine?
Have I located a mirror?
I'll get it to you, in the next couple of days, I'm sure.
I am going to look for a mirror or other reflective surface with which I can see my face.
You don't look great. You look like you just had like a very bad sleep.
Okay, so I'm gonna go get my stuff and go fix my hair. It's all now back to the correct black color.
Snorri and Ash.
Ash.
How do Ash? Would you two like to do anything in the morning?
Probably just like get downstairs and yeah, just get going. He doesn't have anything particular to do, I guess.
Yeah. Same thing. Just wake up feeling like crap from the nightmares. Does that affect us anyway?
Not now.
Oh. Oh. All right.
All right.
I don't like
yeah.
that.
Yeah, he just tries to push through it and just get going.
We both greet each other in the hall. Just
Yeah.
no, go downstairs.
When you go downstairs, Thomas looks sad that he's not Lucky's favorite.
Yeah, it looks like we also woke up on the wrong side of the bed.
He looks rested, just sad. His morning's been ruined.
We're missing a fourth companion. Is he alive still? Did anyone check on him?
I saw him this morning. He looked rough, but
No,
so do you too, so.
Okay, after I finish fixing my hair, I'm gonna go back and find everyone.
You find everyone downstairs.
And my hair is no longer has the silver roots.
He had to do a touch-up dye on his hair.
Men of culture, gotta dye your hair every morning. Can't let the grays come out.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it works.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Don't look further into this issue.
So I think we should grab some food and then find somewhere secluded to discuss.
Yes.
We do not wish to be overheard. So
Do I know anywhere secluded? I'm assuming that I do.
we could always
you
go
do.
to that. We could always go to that drug den that we were last time. After all, it being the site of a corpse. After it was cleaned up, I hardly think anyone would want to be back there, in particular, so soon.
You do not understand drug dens.
You would think they would at least go to a different one.
No. Anyway.
Did breakfast come complimentary with the room, or do I gotta pay for it?
Gotta pay for breakfast.
I'll pay for everybody's breakfast.
Really?
Oh, like a show.
That is 3 times you've saved me some money.
It is you get like a very basic like croissant with cheese on it.
Croissant.
Perfectly fine. Croissant.
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 I love how little it takes to set a whole generation of people.
Actually, it's a cute fail.
It's just the word croissant. That's all it takes.
It is actually a kipfel, but das ist das.
And it's one silver for the like group because Lucky likes the food's cheap at Lucky's.
That's because he's lacing it with drugs so that you keep coming back.
No comment.
Can I do
Surely
an
would I have not
investigation on
noticed
my
that?
breakfast to
Did I
figure
roll
the
badly
out
on
if
my
that has
perception
food?
roll?
Did you just
Did-
say, can
Did
I
I roll
roll
badly on
insight
the
my
perception roll when I
breakfast?
watched the food then?
I love the investigation though, or
The food's not drugged.
Yeah,
the food's
I
not
literally
okay.
wanted to make the food the first
Thomas
time.
will have said that straight faced though. He'd be like, "Yeah, it's laced with drugs."
Yeah, Snorri's going to genuinely investigate that.
I'm gonna insight that.
Oh.
Ash
That's
is
a
just going to
9,
eat.
so
Ash
he
is
can
going
set that. That's a 9.
Ash is
He's
just
going to
eat
treat
the
it
food.
deadly seriously.
Ash is just going to eat the food and tell Thomas, "I think you've picked the wrong group to pose such jokes with."
I rolled a 23 on my deception.
Yeah,
He's gonna,
Snorri investigated.
he's gonna say nothing and just say, noted.
Hmm.
Do you still eat the food?
No.
Hmm.
Ash does
Right.
and just gestures everyone else, just eat the food.
He must not have.
Whatever.
He must not have put much in mine. I cannot find it in the food.
Well, you wouldn't be able to find it.
Oh my god.
Oh, I assure you, a man of my talents can.
I'm gonna insight.
I
because
roll
there's no way
insight
I'm
on
gonna
both
beat a
of them to see
23.
who to believe.
All right.
Okay.
I'll roll persuasion because that makes more sense because I'm trying to persuade you. But that's a -1, so let's go. 12.
Okay.
I'm rolling deception again.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Am I rolling persuasion or what would I be
Yeah, you
rolling
want
here?
persuasion also.
Okay. 21.
I got a 13 on insight against
I
Snorri
got an
and a 17 against Thomas.
I got an 18 on my deception.
21.
I have a +5 to deception.
I have a +3, but I rolled an 18.
Okay. So I'm gonna believe Snorri because the higher result. Snorri got a higher result,
Okay.
and I rolled higher on the insight on Thomas. So I'm safe. Can eat the food.
Yeah.
Uh,
I would be careful if he gives you food again. But now it seems he must have either forgotten or perhaps is trying to lure us in. Clearly.
uh-huh.
Noted. I shall take this information into account when I make my decisions.
Well, I think
Indeed,
it's
you
safe to
should.
say we won't be eating it again.
Thomas is just like dying in the corner.
Ash, as you're dying in the corner, Ash brings out her notebook again and starts writing something in it, glancing over at Thomas every now and then.
So what's the plan for today? Because I know that I have that errand. So were we going back to the adventuring hall today?
Hmm.
We were going to be discussing information.
Oh, yeah, of course. I'm stupid. My brain escapes me at times. Can I volunteer a place that would be secluded?
But yeah,
If anyone
Okay.
knew, would be the one that knows.
We go there.
would
don't
you
know.
like to come up with a place?
Oh, well, I guess.
We go
Local blockbuster video.
I don't. That's so block. It's like the basement of a hat shop.
Okay.
Sure.
We're really leaning into.
Okay, you go. I'm gonna roll perception as I enter the basement to check that this is not a trap.
Go ahead, pull that perception.
That is a 21.
Is it a trap?
Oh no, there's no one down here. It's an
Okay.
abandoned hat shop.
Sweet. This is like Thomas's favorite place.
That's so sad.
That is actually pretty sad.
Well, I don't have a defense. It is actually pretty sad.
once it seems like Scythe is the basement seems up to snuff in terms of his inspection of the place. Ash is gonna like put her hands together and turn everyone. So, who wants to share first? Like big grin on her face.
Okay.
Hey, you go ahead.
If
Yeah,
nobody
go
will
for it.
volunteer, I have a suggestion. Safe will reach into his pocket and pull out a
As
pyramid-shaped
reaching,
die. This is what is known as a D4.
as Safe is reaching into his pocket, Thomas's hand goes to his weapon and is like,
Whoa.
"What you got?"
It's a
Um,
D4. It has 4 sides. We shall each pick a side, and then I shall roll it.
well, that's not really necessary. Thomas does bring up a good point. I was the one who suggested this. It only seems right. I'm put my cards on the table first. So to say.
Okay, so before this little event starts,
Uh-oh.
if someone wishes to roll insight against another person, and you don't know if they're lying or not, that person you are rolling against will roll, and then they'll tell me if they're doing persuasion or deception, and then they'll tell you the result.
Mm.
Okay.
Why is my... I don't
You
have
have.
Snorri in my character sheet. I have it as Snowy.
That's what I misheard him as the first time.
Going back to my high school nicknames,
Snowy. It's because you're white. No.
because of the dandruff.
Ooh, mood. I feel that.
Ouch.
Dry
I
stuff.
mean,
So,
mine was Puffy, so...
mine was my last name and also Protist. I've been over that in the Discord a number of times now. So,
Yeah.
anyway. So, Ash, well, to put things simply, I talked to an individual that identified themselves as Tobias, I believe, and informed me that I found myself in purgatory. If you remember, I was dripping wet when we appeared. Apparently, purgatory is an endless ocean. So that was an interesting learning experience. I saw I saw my sister. She appeared to me, told me that I have work to do. And then I fell through the ocean, and here I was. Oh, I feel I should also preface all of that happened after I watched the life leave my sister's eyes. And then I wound up there. And then I wound up here.
Of natural causes? Or,
No.
I don't mean to pry.
I killed him.
Uh,
It was an accident, but
that is it. That is quite the.
Hold on.
That's quite the
I'm
accident.
afraid you're going to have to elaborate on that. You cannot just say, I accidentally killed my sister.
Okay,
Yeah.
Thomas
Move
does not hide his face very well. When you say that you kill your sister, he's like absolutely disgusted with you.
oh well, it's quite a simple explanation. I left home to search for answers to the life, death, and the connections between. And she thought I was putting myself in danger and wanted to forcibly return me home. It was a bit of a scuffle, and well, remember how I accidentally disappearified a child's head the other day? Well, my first time casting a spell of moderate strength. I did not fully have control of it.
The rolling is back.
I did not fully have control of it and wound up doing a bit more damage than I was intending. Any other questions?
I making the clink clink noise again.
I'm sorry.
I would.
Sorry about that. My computer keeps doing the thing. I said any other questions, and then I didn't hear anything after that.
Well, uh, you're studying life and death itself. Was this an academic pursuit, or for some specific goal in mind?
An academic pursuit for personal reasons. I had questions that my family and culture could not answer. I wanted to go find them. And I intend to keep doing so after I figure out what it is I'm doing here now, and then after I fix the problem I created.
Problem?
I love my family very much. My sister is very dear to me, and it is not right for me to have cut her life so short.
I I I can only say that it is rather fortunate that that you are saying this to me rather than some of the other members of my extended family. They would be a lot more black and white in their views of morality. I I do not approve of your actions, but I can appreciate that you did not intend that for things to end that way. Some of my relatives, my sister, for example, would not be so lenient. I can only recommend that you don't spread this story far and wide. Some of them are close to here,
No,
and they may not react well.
This is a needs to know information. That's why everyone's somewhere secluded. But, like I said, the cards on the table. If we're going to be doing whatever it is we'll be doing together, no point in keeping the truth from you all. There's no point in lying with people you need to work with. You need to know what they're working with. Problems arise when you keep secrets. Also, I'm just not good at lying. So, are there any more questions?
I have no further questions.
Well, now you know my story. I'm curious to hear all of yours. I suppose you can roll that d4 now if you want, since nobody seems to want to jump up on stage next.
Okay. Would everybody please pick a number between 1 and 4?
Wait,
I wanted 3. I'll take 2.
I shall
I'll
take 1. And
I'll
on a
take
4, 4 will roll it again.
Or I get to pick.
Who?
2. I believe
Two.
that is
2.
Thomas.
Oh,
Thomas.
Your turn.
it is, isn't it?
As soon as she says your turn, Ash brings out the notebook again. Get you ready
Please
to write.
hold while I open my notes. Uh,
Please hold while I go to the bathroom.
oh no.
This bathroom break is brought to you by notes. Take them.
No, well, we should, shouldn't we?
There's this mental image of Thomas just going,
Buffering. Buffering. Buffering.
Unzipping files.
Uh, Safe just walks away.
The game crashes. You have to reload it real fast. Restart the cutscene.
Yeah.
Populating the chunks again. Loading the textures.
I am back.
Welcome.
Safe. Does a quick lap around the compound, make sure no one's still there.
Yep. And thus conveniently misses all of Thomas's exposition.
Yep.
Oh no, you have cunning action now. You can triple dash.
Do you allow? Does Dallas allow triple dashing though?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hello, yes.
Sure
90-foot
dash.
movement. Here I go.
Sweet.
Unless you're like actively trying to use speed to break something, I'm cool with speed shenanigans.
Speed shenanigans are the best.
I just need to
We
take
should have
mobile and then cast haste on
all-
myself.
All
It's not
played
there.
monks.
You should cast Hist on me so I can quadruple dash.
Oh, that's true.
That I would allow also, because
I need expeditious retreat.
stack all the speed buffs, see how fast they'll go.
But to backseat, that broke the sound barrier.
Yes. That is the goal. Are we all good?
Yeah, we're all here now. It's Thomas
Alright.
story time. Or story time with Thomas.
Yes it is, isn't it? Well, I was out, minding the business as business is minded, and
I take it this was not a savory business? Or are you using this in a metaphorical sense, as in loitering?
sure. Business was minded. Business does. And the business partner that I was with was, not too happy that business was being minded as business does. And got into it. Business got real deep. And now he doesn't mind business anymore. And
Thomas, if you're going to say that you killed a man in a drug deal gone wrong, you could at least be honest and open about it.
This is quite a
I
180
think
from my
I think we
more
all
straightforward
understand
approach.
what is going on. Okay, there's no need to beat around the bush.
just no bushes around here anyway.
Yeah, the bush is a mile that way, because you're beating around it so much.
Anyway. So, yeah. I wouldn't classify it as murder. More self-defense. But,
If it makes you feel any better, that's a better reason to have to kill someone than I did.
yeah, I mean, yours was technically manslaughter, I think. Opposed to murder.
Everyone I have
Self-defense is still manslaughter.
assigned to work with accidentally killed a friend or relative.
Wait. No. Fire. Self-defense is still manslaughter.
Technicalities.
Stand your ground, law.
It doesn't count.
If I go forward, I move my ground into where you are. I stand my ground. It's no longer manslaughter.
This is beside the point. Anyway, yep.
Well, what happened after?
Found myself in like this field. It's kind of like a battlefield almost, but nobody was really there. And it was muddy and gross, dirty as battlefields tend to be. Then my mom showed up and she was like, "Yo, what you doing here?" And I was like, "I don't know, man. I just showed up here and then I showed up in front of the fountain.
And you did not have any form of conversation with your mother?
Well, I'd rather not discuss my mother.
Is your mother going to be relevant to our inquiries in and around this town?
No.
Insight.
Uh,
I'm going to title this session Insight.
So that's a 19.
I mean, I'm not lying. Do I still have to roll if I'm not lying?
Yes, to maintain the illusion.
Oh, that's a 4 plus 5 is a 9, but I'm not lying. So
Okay. So you're not lying. So
I'm not lying.
I shall. I will not pry. Evidently, your family is
I
rather
should
close.
specify I'm not lying about my. If you're rolling insight.
Okay. Do you know
The
why you
mom
ended
being
up in a?
important what she's not lying about.
What?
What?
I
So
don't know
not
what you
lying.
said.
Not lying about your mother.
Yes. I'm
Did you
not
do?
lying about the fact that she's not important to any investigations that we are going to be doing.
Did anything else happen while you were in the land of the not living?
Funny you should ask. Actually, this brand appeared on my arm. Can Thomas roll up his sleeves? I don't know how suits work. Can you roll it up far enough? Anyway, like,
Yes,
I
you
imagine
can.
it's like on
Is
his
it-
upper arm, shoulder area is like the snake eating itself in like an infinity symbol.
And what the Ouroboros?
Goodness.
But like specifically not the circle. Because I don't like that one.
Oh, so like an infinity or
Yeah. Infinity snake chomping down
Can
on
I
it.
attempt to discern what the symbol symbolizes? Like, is it similar to any other symbols I'd know? Is the weird like is the infinity
Roll.
Ouroboros thing
Roll
relevant
religion.
to this? Roll
I'll say
what?
anyone who wants to roll religion can.
Oh,
Oh,
Uh,
I'm good at that.
I only got a 12.
Yeah, I'll do that.
You have no idea.
1 second. Let me roll that.
25.
oh.
Man, I only need to roll religion checks. I've rolled 19 or 20 on every religion
25.
check I made.
Okay. So,
Oh boy.
Snorri, I'm
my
going to start
turn.
with you. The Ouroboros being worshipped is something you've never heard of, but you have heard it being used as like a way to symbolize like rebirth, like going through regret and like basically building yourself anew.
That is my
And
symbol, isn't it?
Ash, you know that also, but you also remember a story, a very like
Oh.
forgotten like this was like when you're like going through like all of your like like mom's like religious texts.
Mm-hmm.
You found a story where like most of the words were gone, like it was very difficult to like read it at all.
Mm-hmm.
But there was a picture of an Ouroboros on it, and it was like the story of how Bast became immortal.
Okay.
Why am I not proficient in religion?
Something you
I
gotta
know
answer
why
yourself.
I'm
Baast
not.
with 2 A's, right? B-A-A-S-T.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that's my symbol.
Like, why
And
do
your
I have
symbol is the
sleight of
Ouroboros.
hand but not religion? What was I thinking when I made this guy?
I think
That's
sleight
like
of hand
not
makes sense. For a rogue in general, for
yeah.
paranoid rogue.
But for him specifically, I think religion would make more sense than sleight of hand.
You can swap that real fast.
Okay. Or I'll just wait until like level 4 and take skilled and get all of the skills and become skill monkey.
Or just take one level on Bard. Oh, wait, no, you can't do that. Never mind. Start with Bard to do that. Ignore me. Okay.
I can't
Yeah.
be bothered to change it. I'll let it stay as it is.
That's all, folks.
Oh, that's curious. That you said that symbol just appeared on you. Did I get one? I wonder. Do you other two have symbols as well?
Yes, I do.
Yes.
I assume that means I got one. I just didn't notice.
Here,
Is it
I'll
on
send.
your back?
Oh, it might be.
Snorri will pull up his arm, and I'll send the symbol in chat.
Where is mine? I forgot where mine is. I assume it's also on my arm.
It's on your chest.
Oh.
Well, yeah, it's on. It's on the back of his left hand.
Okay.
But he had it covered.
Yeah, but he's
Just-
clearly no. He's not gonna rip his shirt open and reveal his chest. He's not gonna do that.
There you go.
Mine is on my chest, not my arm or hand, so a tad more difficult to reveal.
Is it though?
Do you just want to see my chest,
Ooh.
or do you want me to just tell you what it looks like?
It's on Tuesday. Take it off.
Perhaps you could show us later with a brief description. A description would be nice.
Oh, that is quite simple, actually. It is a pair of scales.
Imagine not knowing what everybody's symbol looks
Pair of
like.
scales
Yes, like
to
for
weigh
weighing
objects.
things.
I'm curious. Everyone's writing it down.
No, I'm scrolling.
Everyone
through
quickly
for
taking
you to
notes.
Find the pictures that I
Ash is
have.
taking notes.
Thomas doesn't know how to read.
You want to make that canon? You sure you want to go down this road?
Specifically, it is the mark of justice.
Can read, he just doesn't.
It's not just a pair of scales. It's
He chooses
a
not
mark
to.
of it's a mark of justice. It's clearly, I can ascertain that from its shape. Did we determine if it was just a pair of scales or if it's the literal thing they put in front of courts, where it's the blind woman with the sword and the pair of scales? I forgot.
It's just scales.
Okay.
It's not Lady Justice.
Yeah,
'Cause
so
that
it's
wouldn't
a
make-
pair of scales. And
Lady Justice wouldn't make sense in this setting.
Cool.
Pair of scales. Okay.
Yeah, don't make sense in this setting either.
And then Snorri's is skull eating. No. Yes? Skull eating the sun. Wolf eating the sun.
Yes.
There's no deep and meaning to that. Please do not look into it.
Okay.
Don't ask
I just happen to know.
stupid questions.
Zach just happens to know what the reference is.
Justice Family Crest. Don't
Mhm.
look into it.
I mean, I wouldn't know that. Or rather, Ash wouldn't know that. I guess if anyone, since whoever mentioned it might be on Ash's back eventually, they're like on her back right. I'll post it. Back right shoulder. Because I am a hopeless fanboy.
Let me see if I can. I feel like everybody mine looks like I just can't. No, why would I want that? That's not what I searched. Don't be dumb.
is that the Dark Souls?
It's the dark sign.
So fine.
I'm sure that doesn't have any deeper meaning
It
either
couldn't.
in this context.
Ridiculous. It couldn't be.
No. I mean, I just
Did I miss all of what Snorri said?
No,
Snorri
Snorri
doesn't.
No, no.
Oh yeah, is it my turn?
Okay,
I guess.
Yeah.
I would very much like to understand what is meant by this symbol. A wolf eating the sun.
Hey, it is my family crest, and it is not supposed to be eating. It's supposed to be like, I don't know, chasing religious piety or whatever. I never looked into it much. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to insight that. That's the most sus family crest in existence.
No.
16.
No, don't inside it.
Okay. 16. He's telling the truth. This is how he understands the crest as it means. So,
Okay.
I guess that would be persuasion.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's here, one
Why am I
second.
seeing? I'm not the DM. What's wrong?
I would like to say, you'll all notice the empire which Rosewood used to be a part of worships the light.
21.
That sucks for them.
Well, he's convinced by that. It's like, well, people have chosen stranger things to represent their crest.
Yes, I am.
Wait, what's
is
my family crest?
Shotgun.
Sorry. Yes.
It is the crest of House Svaha. It is yes, they are the family of Athol, which is
Yes, it's very
outpost
interesting.
of the Empire far east, but that's besides the point.
I suppose I cannot complain about unusual family crests. Mine is of a small woman drop kicking a bear off a cliff.
Now that is a story I would love to hear sometime.
As Snorri explains like where his family is from, would anyone like to give me a history check?
I mean, I'll do it.
Okay.
I don't know that it'll be
That's
good.
I'm good at that as well.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Didn't do as well.
That's 21.
I only got 16. No, 14.
I got a 10,
Nice.
which is like really good for Thomas.
Hold on, just me one moment. I gotta find
not a
something
smart
real
boy.
fast.
He's not smart.
Snorri, what's your dad's name? I forgot.
Gunther.
Gunther. So,
Great name.
Hathor was built like centuries ago, and
Hey,
sorry,
fire.
fire.
Hey,
Up with the rolling.
Firebrand, do you have crisp on? And is your noise gate completely open?
I don't know.
Okay, real quick, go into your user settings and go to voice and video. Turn on voice activity and turn the voice gate up to like, usually have it at like minus 60.
I think
Is that? I don't know if that's better.
Well, we'll find out, I guess. It'll just not pick up. And then what that'll do is it just won't pick up literally every sound. Oh, no, it's still doing it.
All right, we'll stop existing.
Nah. To the void.
Immediately after that, I choked. So. Sorry. Go ahead.
Hathor was built centuries ago as like a peace deal between the elves of Rosewood and the humans that were like coming up and moving in. And it stayed pretty civilized, and then right before the time of darkness began, the man running Half-Hall was like a zealot for like elvish annihilation.
Cool.
And during his time, like the relationships between the Empire and the elves like fractured pretty badly.
That's
and then
Half-Hall?
Half-Hall.
Here, I'll spell it out. The family name and the city. I guess outpost more accurately describes it.
And then once Time of Shadows came, within like the first decade, it was completely destroyed by monsters.
It's far half and half tall. I am sensing a theme.
Actually, on the outdated map we have, you can see the ruins of Half Dog.
And Snorri was one of the elves in this city, or his family house Svaha.
How's the ruling family of it? My father. Yes. And I was set to inherit that title. But So and my father, we did not get on great. And eventually, I decided to take some time away and learn my craft here. But before I got the chance to return, the city met an unpleasant and ambiguous end. Unfortunately, around that time as well, my sister passed and left me with her daughter. Unfortunately, and so I sought to invent or find something that would both give her a better life and guarantee me a good source of income for the foreseeable future, since anything that I stood to inherit was essentially gone. Unfortunately, I think I may have put myself into my studies a bit too much and developed a bit of a disorder. It's a unpleasant thing. Sort of like just a extreme sleepwalking, you might call it, but sleepwalking. But yes, this eventually it's because of that I it's best I stay below the radar of the city. Because of that, it is and it is also such
You
that
did
got me
something during your sleepwalking
yes.
that brought you to a place to a purgatory, perhaps?
Yes, I think so. And well, I'm not sure the city knows of what happened, but I think it's best I keep a low profile and hope that my niece is all right, and hopefully, eventually, I'll either know that I have to leave or figure out a way to keep it under control.
Ah, a man with an unfortunate condition.
Yes.
We should probably keep your door locked.
I broke my microphone.
Yes. No,
Or-
it is just. It should be. It is just sleep. It's just like rather severe sleepwalking. That is all.
Yeah, we're locking his door.
Sorry,
Yeah,
could you repeat
yes, I
like
do
the
anyway.
last? Because I
It's
pulled my microphone.
in a non-accent. It's just severe sleepwalking.
Yeah.
And when you were sent to a purgatory, did you meet anyone there?
I heard voices. I heard all manner of really curses and unfortunate things and threats about how I broken the rules or whatever. And I still am quite kept up by what exactly happened. But Hmm. It's much of it remains unclear.
Ah,
But yes, it should not pose any problem to you, my condition, I assure you.
I shall take you at your word for that.
Insight.
Okay. 1 second, let me roll that.
My insight sucks. So I'm gonna try it anyway.
11.
18.
No probe's a problem to you.
Oh.
That's
Zeus
about
just
as much as...
straight up doesn't believe him. He's like, but it's not going
I
to let
think
that on.
I think we'll keep an eye on you anyway, just in case.
Yes, that is probably best. If I happen to be, wandering about, doing strange things, just avoid me. It is best. Just yeah. It should yes, and it should eventually peter out. One might say.
Should we not wake you up? Would that not be
On
a solution?
you could not. It's a strange condition. It's yes. You see, this is why it's severe. Is
Wait. Snorri is an elf or half elf?
half elf,
Okay, never mind. It's just elves.
which yeah is strange considering that his father hates elves, but we didn't ask about that. So
It is quite strange for those of the elven kind to face such troubles with sleep.
yes, he's a very militant man. Quite strange circumstances, yeah, under which I am the way I am, but that is perhaps another story for another day. It is not that relevant to this city.
Well,
Parents, man.
now that I am the
Ain't
only
that the
one,
truth?
I am the only one yet to regale you with my tale. I shall inform you of the time I met a god.
Oh, very interesting.
So, our story begins up to the north in Dunhall. I had been living there for a while, and I was poking my nose into the affairs of a gentleman known as Gunther, or Gunter. He runs one of the local organizations, quite similar to our dear friend Thomas here. An organization quite similar to one that our dear friend Thomas here is a member of, I should specify.
Mm-hmm.
And
Thomas immediately is like, it's
well,
he's
this gentleman,
very clearly unhappy.
Gunther, clearly made plan. I uncovered this gentleman Gunther was making plans to have me assassinated, and thus I hid within the city and made plans to flee. Especially, I did not wish to be detected by Gunther and several other individuals within the city, and approaching the city, and thus I dyed my hair black. My hair is normally a more platinum blonde or silvery color, and donned my more plain clothes here and attempted to vacate the city. Unfortunately, this disguise failed to fool one one individual who I can only assume worked for Gunther, and he took a shot at me with a crossbow. He missed. Unfortunately for the random gentleman in the street behind me, he did not miss the gentleman behind me. That gentleman was struck down in an instant, and I was transported to a misty forest. I wandered, cautiously, of course, for a period of time until I came to a clearing. In that clearing sat Bala, the god of justice. The god of justice, peace, and rebellion.
Do you spell that name?
Bala.
Bol.
Bala. Okay. God of justice.
He is indeed my god, or rather, the one that I worship. And he spoke to me. He informed me of a misunderstanding. I was not dead, and yet here I was, in his afterlife. And he was scant with the information, rather. He was extremely concerned that Death appeared to be making mistakes. I can't. Did he say that there were other people that this had happened to, or was it just? I can't remember.
He
Delos.
told you to be on the lookout because Death always has a plan.
Yes. He informed me that Death clearly had some form of plan in mind, and that I, as his representative, as one of the only people who this had occurred to, I was to play along and uncover what Death's plan was and why these people were being transported to the afterlife despite not dying. We, ladies and gentlemen, are involved in a plot of cosmic significance. And for now, we have no choice but to play along.
Does anyone else notice the similarities in what brought us all to our respective purgatories?
Yes, somebody died near us. Death, once dispatched to carry that individual to the afterlife, carried us in their stead, or in addition, by accident, or by design. Bala believes that it was by design.
Perhaps. But what would Death want with all of us specifically? I guess we'll find out.
Indeed, it is but our task, and one we have no chance of shirking. We must, regardless.
Of course.
We do not have the capacity to refuse, and thus we must participate in whatever Death has planned, at least for the moment.
It is as they say. No one outruns Death.
Not to backtrack here on your story, Safe. But what did you do to piss off Gunther?
I stuck my nose where I didn't belong. I investigated into the activities of his mafia and their connections to the local city government, with the intent of uncovering those politicians and dealing with both Gunter and said politicians in an ironic twist of fate for each of them. I had yet to discover enough about any of them to calculate such a plan. It is what I do.
But what did you find?
What did I find?
Yeah, what did you find in your investigations?
You're asking me.
Yeah, I'm asking you because you started you started me 3/4 of the way through that. So what did I find?
You weren't able to uncover a lot because how quickly they caught on to you snooping. All you knew is that there was messengers were being passed from Gunthar's people to politicians, but you were able to follow one of the messengers to their destination.
I was unfortunately not very far through my investigation when I was uncovered. Gunther was in contact with several of the lords of, is it lords? I can't remember. It's like a council of 12 elders. Is it elders of Dunhall?
Okay, so how Dunhall works is there's 10 dwarfs. There's 10 dwarven families that get elected, and the oldest member of that family serves on the council.
Yes. Dunhall's ruling families were, at least some of them, in contact with this Gunther. And messages were being sent back and forth. I was unable to obtain the contents of any of these letters. And thus I was
What Safe
uncovered.
knows is that an election is actually coming up pretty soon for one of the seats. Because every 10 years, an election happens, and that person serves for 100 years.
Thus, the rotation of one of the seats is upcoming in the coming weeks and months. And I can only presume that our good friend Gunther wished to manipulate the results of the election for his own gain.
Ah. Well. Unfortunate then, I suppose. That you did not find out more.
Indeed,
Thus-
and thus Dunhall is, at least for the time being, off limits to me until I can resolve some. I can find a way to gain access to the city without being detected.
It is quite funny. We may have been in town at the same time.
Ah,
I was
amusing.
down in the mines.
You were digging.
I don't make my way to that city very often.
Indeed, you should not. I don't much enjoy Dunhall. Rosewood was my hometown.
Yes.
And
yeah.
I prefer it as a place to live.
Hey, Safe.
Yes.
You feel like you're being watched.
Oh.
I will immediately make a perception check.
Go ahead.
16.
You don't see anyone, but someone's watching you.
Are we still on the underground room?
Yes.
So.
Pretty creepy.
So. I will look at the walls. And I will attempt to ascertain if there are any hidden methods with which someone could like peepholes, things like that. Like run my hand along the wall.
Give me an investigation check.
That's a natural one.
If I may, as soon as Ash starts seeing him, paranoia levels rising, Ash will start ritual casting Detect Magic.
Also, if anyone is within 10 feet of me, even through the wall, I will know they are there.
I know.
Blight.
So,
He's
after
11 feet away.
after the 10 minutes,
He has a
you're able to
15-foot pike.
in one of the cracks in the walls, you find a little bit of magic. You can't determine its source, but it's like a small liquid, and that when you look at it, it seems endless.
Safe, if I may, and I will direct him to the crack. What type of magic am I getting?
You
Like
cannot
what
discern the
school?
type of magic.
Oh, that's curious.
I will
Not my hat shop.
go over to the crack and attempt to blind sight through the wall.
It's safe. Make a wisdom saving throw with disadvantage.
Oh no.
Oh no, I'm not good at these. What's my? Oh, 11.
Let me get some dice.
Uh-oh.
Instant death. Please don't.
You take 10 psychic damage.
Ten?
As your mind
Ow.
as like your
That's
mind
like
becomes
half my health.
your mind becomes overwhelmed with just the endless cosmos, and you just feel it start to crack.
I completely missed what happened because my computer did the thing.
I walked over to the thing
Mhm.
and took a bunch of psychic damage.
Are there any other effects that we?
I saw the entirety of the cosmos and lost half my health to psychic damage because
Oh,
Man, he looked through the movies.
back offing. Something's in
Looked
that
into the
water.
camera.
It's something magical, something dangerous.
what can it be? Are you all right?
I am not very all right. I'm not well.
Perhaps we depart.
Perhaps indeed.
Would y'all like to go anywhere as y'all leave?
Yeah. I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
attempt to
keep
leave
going.
stealthily. I'm gonna attempt to leave stealthily because I believe I'm being watched. And while I'm sneaking out the exit, I'm gonna be looking ahead of me to attempt to see. Am I about to get shot again or psychicked again as I step forward?
As soon as you leave the basement, that feeling of being watched is gone.
Interesting. I'm gonna take one step inside the basement. I'm gonna look around.
You're like going down the stairs, and the paranoia meter rises and then drops as you go back up.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
like
trying to
playing
ascertain
hot and
if
cold.
The sanity meter just starts rising and dropping rapidly.
yeah, like, head in, head out, head in, head out.
But no, you
Something.
can tell whatever was watching you was in that room. Even if there was no person there, something was keeping out, just paying attention.
Um,
How's
did
precaution, my friend?
did the endless wave of water remind me of where I was in purgatory?
Wait.
No.
Can I go? Can I go back and divine sense the room?
How do you? Oh, you.
Can you read off what Divine Sense does for me?
Sure. Give me just a second. I just fall
Because
over dead.
Thomas just gets a feeling because he doesn't actually know how to activate divine sense.
Yeah, it's just a vibe. The presence of strong evil registers on your senses like a noxious odor, and powerful good rings like heavenly music in your ears. As an action, you can open your awareness to detect such forces. Till the end of the next turn, you know the location of any celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet of you that is not behind total cover. Well, there's a hole in the wall, right? I know the type, celestial, fiend, or undead, but not its identity.
So what I can tell you is, it is evil. Whatever
Oh.
this liquid is, it's evil.
Strahd is standing in the corner.
But you cannot tell where it comes from. You just know it's bad. Bad, no good.
I know it's bad, but I don't
Can
know if
I
it's celestial, fiend, or undead.
can I cast firebolt at it?
Yeah, sure, cast fireball at it.
Oh,
I was
Alright,
just
well,
looking at it, and then you just whip out the Glock and shoot it.
exactly.
Tom,
Awesome.
I don't like how it feels in here anymore.
You as the spell enters that, it's not, what I want to say is, it's not a lot of that black liquid. It just seems like it's endless.
Okay. One second. Okay, that's going to be 11 plus 6 to hit, so 17.
Yeah, you shoot the firebolt off into the black liquid, and as soon as it touches the liquid, it dissipates and dissolves into it.
Good
Okay.
And
job.
as
You
to
shot the
answer
evil
your
god.
question, The water in
It was worth
Purgatory
a
was like
try.
blue ocean water. This is like black starry liquid.
Hmm.
Creepy. But it's not celestial.
It's not celestial.
Creepy.
Alright, I'm gonna do something very smart. I'm going to
Oh
poke it
no.
with a stick.
Thomas is going to
Abe
back
sees you're going to do this and hides.
Stick into it, and you just watch as like the stick just slowly gets eaten as you can put it like further and further in.
Man, not my
Okay,
next shot.
Snorri's gonna take his hand off the stick so he doesn't get eaten. But
Like the best place in the city, and they're leaving evil goo in it.
So, what did we learn from that?
It eats
Don't-
sticks.
Don't touch it.
Well, I think we already knew this. Does anybody have like a bottle? You think you could put it in a bottle?
I don't think we can. Thomas, what kind of building was this? A hat shop?
Yeah. Best one.
Do I know what this is? No, like I would not
is
be able to roll
this
Arcana
like
on that.
some very exotic drug that you sell?
I don't sell the drugs.
Okay, well, is this some very exotic
You
drug
do not
that
sell the
you
drugs,
you
yet you are
sell?
still an important part in the supply chain that results in the drugs being formed, transported, sold, and consumed. Thus, while you do not directly sell the drugs,
Technically,
you're indirectly responsible for their sale.
technically, I'm not. But okay. You believe you.
Technically, I'm not that bad of a guy.
I am not a lawyer. It is not my job to deal in technicalities.
Well, but it
I
is
mean, I'm
mine.
the one selling the drugs to kids. I just let my friends sell the drugs to kids.
Big difference.
Come on, guy. Thomas starts like nervously bouncing. You know how people are like don't want to be in a room anymore, and they're like nervously.
Well,
bouncing.
hmm.
I think that maybe don't be in here anymore.
I think maybe blow this entire room to smithereens with dynamite.
I think that
I could help. I could help with that.
I think that I don't really like how that's making me feel. So I'm gonna leave.
Yeah, me neither.
It's very strange. It does not have a school of magic associated with it, so it is something
I suggest. I also suggest that we blow it up to smithereens.
I kind of like this.
Now, well, we can rebuild the room now. Now, as alright. So, in order for me to get dynamite, what we are going to need is we are going to need black powder, and then we are going to need several casings. They are going to need to be made out of aluminum and also some paper. And then we're also going to need a bit of glue, high grade industrial. And he just goes on listing the ingredients for dynamite.
This is not nitroglycerin, surely? Is that not what? No, that's TNT, is it? I don't know my evil explosive chemicals. Your Honor, to any FBI agents eavesdropping on this call, I don't know how to make homemade explosive devices. Okay.
Neither do I. In fact, I, government name, do not know.
FBI agent Johnson, I definitely do not know. Please don't send him after me. I don't.
I think I'm in the clear. A bunch of them walked past me today, escorting literally Bill Clinton in a tracksuit. I'm not even joking. I met Bill Clinton today. He was just with a
What?
tracksuit. Yeah, he was on like a visit here, and he was just in the park with a tracksuit with Secret Service agents around him.
What the hell? Did you like
Oh,
talk to him,
That's
or
so
Okay.
out
did they
of
not let you
pocket.
approach?
I saw him and then I did a double take and then like ran after to see triple check. Is that Bill Clinton? I was like, yes, it's Bill Clinton in a tracksuit talking to random people in the park.
did he try to
Hey,
flirt with you?
Did you
All
go
right.
up to him, or?
Like I walked fairly close to him and considered making a joke, yelling "How's Monica?" But that would probably have gotten me dogpiled by Secret Service agents, so I decided against that. Walked away.
You're not American enough. You should have done it.
I would like to roll insight.
I mean, like, what are they going to charge you with it? You're in a non-American country, and you just said something.
What would the laws be if you mock an American president? Do you still get like the protections of America for
I
it?
think technically you're allowed to mock.
Mhm.
I mean, you're not in America, so unless it's against the law to mock a foreign president in your country.
I don't know. England has some weird laws when it comes to mocking
I
rulers.
don't live in England.
That
I
might be
live in Northern
And
Ireland. That if you call it like a lot of people here, if you called them English, they would punch you.
fair enough. Fair enough.
Well, they do a bit more than
Come
punch you. They
on.
fire an
The
improvised
accent's
mortar at you.
obvious. No.
So, anyways, not a Bill Clinton out the way.
Anyway, back to this.
Anyway, with that
Anyway,
weird kind of hello, random people who watched this in the VOD and are now very sidetracked.
That's gonna be a like.
Family Guy cutaway gag.
That's like an audio jump scare. People. I thought you were telling like a joke or something, and then I was like, no, this is this is a story. Right.
Bill Clinton jump scare.
I can't wait for when we watch this
I'm
be like,
putting it. I'm putting a Bill Clinton cameo. In
Yeah,
the
this is like 3 days after I just missed Joe Biden as well. He was outside my apartment, and I
Northern
missed him by
Ireland
like
jump
5
scare.
minutes because there are like 80 police. I know this because like 80 police officers outside my apartment when I left it.
that's
Why are all the presidents visiting Northern Ireland?
There are reasons for that, but to not get sidetracked, I will explain them later.
Fair.
Oh,
So
actually,
after you explaining how you're going to blow up the building, I don't think one that would even do anything, and two, I don't think it's drawing unwanted attention to over half this group is really what any of us want.
I suppose that is fair enough. We are in the middle of a city, and explosives are not well suited for be used in the middle of a city.
yes, that is unfortunately correct.
I mean, we could ask Lucky. He might know. He's really good with substances.
Lucky required bribery to allow us to stay one night for free in his establishment. I think he will require a lot more than bribery to get him to deploy explosives to a random hot shop.
No. I don't. I'm not asking him to deploy explosives. I'm asking him if he knows what it is.
And he would know this sort of thing?
He knows a lot of stuff. All right. I'm pretty sure that if it's a substance, Lucky knows it.
Method of substances.
okay, well, what makes you think it's a drug?
I didn't say it was a drug. It's a substance.
Perhaps you can ask him once you do good on the favor.
Oh yeah, we should probably do that first.
We?
Like,
No, you.
oh, okay. Fair enough.
We collectively need to figure out what we're doing next.
Well, we could.
I know what
we
I'm
could
going
go.
to be doing next, and that is resting in hospital for approximately 1 week.
Well, how about while you do that, I will go make do on that promised Lucky because he does not appreciate waiting very much.
Well, you go purchase your substance.
Purchase. Okay.
Purchase.
Acquire.
We're purchasing it from the seller. Sure are.
You
Actually,
will be purchasing.
you don't happen to have a bottle with you, do you?
No.
No.
Shoot. Okay, never mind. I'll do something.
A bottle of beer, but I'm not sure if that's what you need.
You have a bottle of beer? No, that's not
Only
what I mean. But
He's
donate to
German. What do you
empathy.
expect?
thank you for sharing. Well, I didn't expect a bottle.
It's like it's more like a flask. I mean, like, do you want some?
No, it's well,
Okay.
no, I better not. Never mind. I'll figure something out.
Well, it seems like we're all got a couple of things we need to do individually. We should mark a place to meet up.
Well, I don't think that anybody really wants to come back here.
No, I want to stay far away from that building. That at least until I have a better grasp of magic and can properly study whatever that is.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
We need to wait for the puppet master to tug on the strings that have been bound to us and guide us to whatever plan we have in store, or figure that out on our own, and I don't really know where to begin. I believe there's something about the Adventurers League and Roland having something.
Did one of you say something about Roland knowing where? No, you were told in
Yes.
Purgatory about Roland. Did we follow up on that?
We did, yeah. He gave us the case with the kid.
Thus, we must continue from the kid if we are to discover Death's grand plan.
We left the kid at the church. So, to the church?
Perhaps we could follow up with the church and what is happening with child James, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
James and the other child, who we are not aware of the name of.
It's my
And the
favorite
third
Roald.
child that you all stabbed
My
to death.
favorite Roald Dahl book. It's James and the Other Child.
And the third child that you all crushed his head.
Oh.
No, that was solely Ash.
I would take
I
responsibility.
did
That was
nothing.
exclusively me. It was an
I didn't
accident.
kill that kid.
You didn't kill that kid. You merely participated in the supply chain necessary to inflict long-term suffering onto a large number of similar children.
No.
Complacency is complicit. Anyway,
Guessing you're no longer in the basement.
no,
Yeah.
it's vague building.
We walked away from the basement.
Y'all walked into like the working district, which is like at this time of the day very, very busy.
Yeah.
If I may suggest, Thomas has a favor to run. And I think if we're going to be encountering things that are trying to kill us more regularly now, I would like better protection. We need a shield, maybe some armor. I don't know about the rest of you, but we're going to need money.
I could do with some reinforcement on this armor. I don't. It's not exactly high quality equipment.
I kind of like it, but it could use some tailoring.
Thomas, if you wouldn't mind, when you eventually talk to Lucky again, could you perhaps see if they would be in the business of dealing in spell scrolls? I believe I am
I
able to create a few, and I'm
don't
sure they could be able to
remember
sell.
what the god of this universe told me about that. Or if they answered my prayers at all.
Mm,
But just
the
ask
heavens,
Lucky.
the heavens part, and an individual from Texas stares down at you.
He stares down in shame as you do not ask Lucky.
I asked you if I would know, like, how the what the mafia thinks about magic, but instead
You,
think
you have a magic suit.
well, yeah, but like selling it, giving it to other people. But I guess they're kind of open to selling whatever they can sell.
I'm sure with enough creativity, he could turn it into some kind of substance if he wanted to.
Smoke the spell scroll.
Build a highway between A and B for Firebrand.
I'm sorry. I'm not smart. Um. Okay. Yes. When we can, I'll talk to Lucky once I get him several glasses into his bottle. He's usually much more helpful.
There's my last.
Fire's gonna head off to get the wine.
Yes, I'm going to my
Safe
house.
is needing a nap.
The house. Safe is taking a honk shoe.
Yeah, more than
Yeah.
a few.
I think Snorri and Ash were going shopping, I believe.
Okay. So let's do Thomas first.
Oh boy, can't wait.
So Thomas, to get
Where am
to
I napping? Because I can't nap in. That's a good
you
point.
can nap
We'll,
at
we'll
the
deal
other
with that.
if you want to.
I'll do that. And
Honk
do
shoe.
my standard safe shenanigans of like triple barricading the door.
It's in barricade. There's multiple beds in just one room.
Oh,
Safe didn't like
Safe doesn't like that, but it's not his turn.
Safe takes out all the cushioning from the mattress and sleeps inside of it.
that. Please hold while I crinkle crackle everything.
So Thomas, it's a pretty far walk up Rose Hill to get to your place. You know, a few checkpoints you gotta pass.
Yeah, I'm assuming they let me through without issue. I do live here.
Yes.
Why don't
It's like
we just use mine to get into the first one?
I mean, no one at that point really knew that you were part of a drug dealing family.
That's true. I wasn't exactly advertising it. Okay, sorry. Continue.
And as you get to the pretty big manor of your place, are you trying to be sneaky or are you just gonna walk in?
I'm not trying to be sneaky, but I'm also not trying to talk to people. So I'm gonna walk like I know what I'm doing and I know where I'm going. Because I
You've
do.
been missing for, what, a week
Okay.
now?
I'm gonna walk through the windows.
Okay. Make a stealth check for me.
Can I get? Oh, I have disadvantage on this. Can I just like get in my room? Do I have a way?
That would still require a stealth check.
Can I get advantage for it being my house?
No.
Oh, I can't just get a normal roll.
You wear the fancy suit, you have the consequences.
Ah, I'm too cool for stealth. I'm kind of torn because I really want stuff to go down, but also I don't want to just dominate the session. Ow! Ow! Oh, actually, wait. Why do I have proficiency in stealth? Okay, it's still only an 8.
Cool. So you climb up like a tree that's at your window, and as you like try and sneak in, you fall face first into your floor, and there is a servant that was like cleaning up some of the dust in your room.
Oh, do I know the servant? Surely I know the servant. What's the
Yes,
servant's name?
Maria.
Do I know Maria?
It's Maria, the
Oh,
servant.
do I know Maria or do I know Maria?
That's up to you.
Okay. Uh, or I don't know how I want to take this one. Just stand there like, oh goodness, you just came in the way. Or is she like doing it? Uh,
Um,
I'm
do
gonna
you
stand up and
need,
brush my ass off.
uh, young master? Do you need anything?
um, I'm doing fine. Uh, you didn't see me.
Okay.
Yep,
I'm
I
just
was. Nope, I was never here. We were just having a great time. I. She wearing like an apron? Is she wearing an apron?
yes.
Okay. I stash uh 4 silver in her apron as I walk by out the door. Yep. I was never here. Mm, mm,
So as you're heading down to the wine cellar, are we gonna try and do it sneakily, or are we just gonna walk there without caring?
Um, how far is it to the wine cellar from my room? Like, am
You're
I
on
gonna
the
have to?
second. You're on the second story, and you need to go to the cellar.
Okay. What's Can I estimate how many people I think I'd have to walk by?
Probably a
Like
couple
how many
dozen.
are? Oh, only a couple dozen.
A lot of guards, servants, family, extended family.
You know what? Um, I'm going to unbutton my suit jacket and like hang it over my shoulder. You know how they do. You know how suit jackets do be held.
And you're basically taking off your armor.
Yes, basically. But I'm just gonna like walk with it on my back and like
Okay.
try to blend in, but not necessarily stealth. So can I maybe do like deception instead?
This is like Hitman stealth rather than
I'm like
your shoulder.
trying to like
Yeah, give me a deception check.
okay. Oh, please.
It does everything possible to not make a stealth check.
Well, I suck at them, okay? 15? I have
Oh,
15.
let's just roll a general insight check for the
Oh.
entire house. That's Quicket.
What'd you get?
You get to the wine cellar.
Oh. Okay.
You find Lucky's favorite, which is a bottle of skooma berry wine.
Sweet. I'm gonna put it like under my suit jacket that I'm hanging over my shoulder so that it's like covered by that, but it still looks like I'm just walking with the suit jacket over my shoulder. Like it's not. So it's not like I'm walking out of the house with a bottle of wine.
Okay. I'm just gonna let that earlier deception check you made count for this. You just get out the house. No one bugs you. You leave.
That went scarily well. That was a little suspicious.
So Snorian, Ash, would you two like to do anything?
I would like to purchase a common shield if there is any available. I don't even know if I can afford it, but
How much does a shield cost? Let me pull up D&D Beyond.
does it cost less than 15 gold?
Maybe a G one. Why am I not signed into D&D Beyond? I have the app. That's going to be so much faster.
It costs 10 gold. I was actually hoping to buy one as well.
Oh, yeah. No, you can both go buy a shield if you have the money.
Yeah.
Since we're both looking for a shield, Ash returned to you. So, do you think we could convince someone for a 2-for-1 special? Save a little bit of money.
We could. Sorry. Do you think we could what?
Try to save a little bit of money and try to convince a seller for a 2-for-1 special. Buy one get one cheaper.
It is possible. I am not terribly great with convincing and bartering and that kind of thing. But
I'll try to back you up. I guarantee
it,
you are better at it than I.
We'll see. We'll see about that.
Never hurts to
So
try.
you're able to find the blacksmith by the whole black smoke coming out of the chimney in the middle of the working district. And it's this pretty large building. It doesn't really have like a name posted.
Blacksmith.
And I'm guessing you would like to knock on the door. Go inside.
Sure.
Have I been to this place? Having been an engineer and seeking various metals and other materials of that kind of work.
Been here before. It's actually a pretty big It's actually a pretty big smithery. It's the only one in town, and it not only does it make like weapons and armors, it also makes like tools and beams.
Oh, I don't think Ash would have ever gone here, but her father probably would have. So she might recognize the place by that.
And do I know the name of anyone here?
Give me one moment to look up notes. I have this somewhere in my notes. I just don't remember where. Do 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 do. Give me a moment. Yeah. You know the owner of this establishment is Willis.
Willis, my friend. How are you?
What? Wait. you this like gnome like turns around like covered in like soot.
I'm
And,
pretty
like,
sure I
picks
speak.
up,
Oh, sorry.
he like picks up his goggles and is like that clear outline of like where the goggles are like protecting his skin.
Hello, my friend. How are you?
I'm also gonna quickly make a small little check here.
What?
Snoy?
Yeah.
Where have you been?
Oh, I've just been, taking a bit of a break. I'm working on a secret project. Don't tell anyone else yet.
Secret project for 20 years is a pretty long time.
For 20 years?
Yeah,
What do you mean?
no one has seen you for the past 20 years.
That's going to be. Hmm. Um, are you sure? Well, they've been gone like a couple of days.
I'm quite sure, my friend.
You look at me and with the grey hair, but don't look particularly older, do I?
I don't look much older either. We aged a lot better than humans do.
Well, yeah, but even so.
Ash just like kind of goes wide-eyed at this conversation. This leads to more questions.
Yes, it does, my friend. Don't tell him about anything. We are going to keep this still, okay?
Of course.
Well, you know, since it's a very important project. I assure you, it will all will become clear in time. I'm not able to talk about it. It's a very secret project with
Your
some.
Imperial engineer is always up to your shenanigans. What you need, my friend?
Well, my friend here, we need a couple of shields in order to, but yes, for a certain contraption of which we are making that is crucial for this project. Just any shields will do.
You're making this thing you're making outside the city?
Yes.
Sure. I can have someone whip you some stuff up.
Mm-hmm. All right.
That's. You see, he has to like turn around and be like, "How much do we charge for shields?"
Remember, it's because of it's government work. I get a bit of a discount.
Ash will also chime in and say, I believe you also might know my father, Smoke Nevermore. He should frequent here now and then.
Oh, kid.
Yes, I've been out of town for a little while, but met some new friends and wanted to start putting my knowledge skills to more practical use. So I'm helping Snorri here. And if you were
Whoever
to,
wants to make the persuasion check, you can do it with advantage from the other person giving you help.
I have
I have a
-1 to.
I have a let's see,
everything.
+3.
Better than mine. It's different.
Okay. Check persuasion. Okay. Well, wait. What? Oh, here's the. Oh, I got it. I put it. Okay. Disregard that. That's in Ranger Ravnica play by post.
Oh, by the way, I'm giving you guidance.
Disregard that. I didn't realize it wasn't that chat. Okay. What? Yeah. That's 14 for the first roll. Let me roll that actually where the rolls chat is. Okay. 19 for the second one. And guidance, that's D4, right?
Yeah.
Okay, 23.
Damn.
Yeah, I can give y'all half off. You know, just
Shit.
come by some more often. I want more details on this project you're working on.
You know how it goes, friend. I cannot tell you any of the details. It's hush hush, you know.
Come on, just a little bit.
Okay, well, it has to do with something related to perhaps helping our clerical friends with their son is gone conundrum.
Oh, ain't that some fancy?
Indeed, indeed.
And,
Well, let me go get those shields for ya.
and
And you see he like
Dankeschön.
he
I'll
like
be sure
slowly
to
like
tell my father you were very kind to me when I talk to him next.
he walks to the back and like comes out like holding up like two like they're not like very large shields, you know, they're not like tower shields, but they're pretty decent, like medium shields.
Which shape are they? What's insignia on the front? Describe them in full detail.
What is the exact composition?
The exact composition is I am God. You do not get that information.
Oh, okay. Makes sense. It's made of gaudium.
Have explosive
Does he
reactive armor on the front.
So how much
If
for
it-
the shields? So half
It is
off.
10 gold for both shields.
So it's half off. So 5 gold each. Right?
Yes.
Okay. Good. Radical. I now have a shield.
Easy. Anything else y'all like to do while you're in like this little bit of town?
Well, that was fortuitous. Is there anything else you need in town, or perhaps would you like to help me construct scrolls to sell? I'll take your silence as a no.
Who? Who?
Snorri. Ash was just asking Snorri if there's anything else he needs to do, or if
Sorry, I thought I wasn't muted.
I've done that many a time.
Yes, that would be good to make those skills. I think it would be maybe I should do that and mull over what exactly this time nonsense is. It's quite strange. Tell me, what year is it for you?
What year would I believe it is?
It is the second era 215.
What year do I think it is?
215.
Second era 190.
Okay. That is no strange. And has some unfortunate implications. Well, perhaps best to think about that over while making scrolls or whatever.
The Skull Gangs heads off, and we're gonna cut to K and safe as you. So safe as you like enter the adventuring hall. Roland, who's like behind his little desk, looks up at you. So how the corpse search go?
We were able to locate two of the. We were able to locate the missing children. Well, the missing child and several other missing children. They all appeared to have been infected with vampire blood. We managed to non-lethally incapacitate 2 of them. However, the third, due to one of my companions, let's call it enthusiastic use of destruction magic, was unfortunately killed.
As you describe this events to Roland, this look of non-bias stoicism breaks, and it's just immediately he goes, I'm gonna have to fucking deal with this. Okay. So two of the kids
What?
So the kids were turned into ghouls by vampires. Oh god.
Blood, in fact. They were in a seedy part of town. They had ingested some, which, from
That's
what I can
how
gather, was sold to them by an unscrupulous member of the local criminal underworld.
the criminal underworld tends to avoid vampire blood. Mainly out of kindness for me.
I believe that the criminal underworld is reacting to this incident, and the said individual that dare dabble in such a sale will not be living very longer.
Good,
Very
that
much
makes part of
longer.
my job easier. But the church is gonna want the vampire killed. And I'm sure that paladins are too busy being fucking useless to do it themselves.
Yes, paladins, very morally uprighteous, rigid, and morally inflexible, and they like to stomp around in their big plate armor and act all fancy, and beat everything up.
Okay.
Fools, the lot of them. Although dangerous fools at that.
Well, here's what it is. To save me some time, I will give you and your friends a little bit of gold to go talk to those kids when they are human again. Because I don't want to do it myself.
The most important skill for a leader to learn. Delegation. Excellent work. I shall accept on behalf of my companions, because in the state of some of them, I believe some of them would take gold to do just about anything.
I'm sure I'll get a note once the kids are back to normal. Until then, just don't go too far.
Yeah. While we're here, is there any way for which I can obtain medical attention? I am quite injured. There was a strange
Actually,
anomaly in one of the basements.
stay up in the bunkers for a little bit. I'm sure some cleric or some druid in training will happily use you as a test subject for the healing magic.
Well,
Let me just test this on you.
well, I will have to allow them to do that and deal with the consequences if they cast it wrong.
At least they're not casting a fireball at you. It's just good. I honestly don't understand magic. I just assume they send good vibes your way.
It's a bit more complicated than that. I learned a little bit of the theory, but I'm not proficient. I can make light appear, and that's about it. And I will demonstrate and go ding. I can do a little party trick and a little more. Mind you,
That's
in these
interesting.
places, light is somewhat still useful.
But yeah, normally a miscast of a healing spell don't go too badly. I think the worst case we've had so far is someone got knocked out for an hour.
You get the
Don't
benefits of a short rest. I can live with that. And I'm just gonna go and sit down because I am not healthy.
So, Thomas, you go to Lucky's. Lucky says, "Yeah, we will happily buy magic scrolls off people."
Sweet. I'll
And
give him the alcohol that I stole.
he gives you a little thanks, and then immediately gets off to drinking it. And is there anything else any of you would like to do this week?
Ash would like to spend time making as many scrolls as they can during any downtime that they might have.
Oh god, let me look up the rules for making scrolls real fast.
Unfortunately, I think I need to spend money to make money in this situation, and I don't know how much
Yeah.
I can afford.
I'm like 98% sure the price to make a scroll is the same price to put a spell in a spell book.
I think it might. I think it is.
And I don't think it gets made cheaper unless you take Scribe.
Yeah, no, scribes get it like super cheap comparatively.
Like, even if you're like an evocation wizard, to make an evocation scroll is still full price.
Mm-hmm.
Can I like try to see what's happening with the mafia without involving myself in it again? Like, see what's going on. If there's any like red flags happening, redder than we're killing people, but like unusual situation.
The Mafia seems to be like business as normal.
Okay.
Thank you, kind commenter, who put a link to how to make scrolls. Oh, actually, Jesus spells are cheap. So, to make a cantrip level scroll takes 1 day and 15 gold.
I have 10.
And a first level spell is 1 day and 25 gold. A second level is 3 day and 250 gold.
Okay, I think I found this. I think I found a table that lists the same thing you're looking at. How would I go about making a profit off of these?
You would make the scroll, and then I do believe spell scrolls are like super expensive, so they sell for pretty good prices.
You give them to someone with higher charisma to
Yes, exactly.
try and upsell.
Well,
Exactly.
yeah. Would having two people work on that reduce the time that it takes to make them?
No.
Okay.
And yeah, because of how spell scrolls work, if you spend a week working on one, you have to roll to avoid complications happening.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I only have first level spells, so.
So yeah. Right now you're fine, but like some of these are like, oh, and the spell scroll you were working on just disappears.
Yeah.
And others are like really good. And like I'm looking at the complication table, one's like a wizard eager to collect one of your spells in a book presses you to sell. And others are like a thief attempts to break into your workroom.
I kill them.
I kill them.
and then loot them for money.
Oh, and there's also rules for selling a magic item, which is what I'll use for.
Wait, isn't one of
Oh
them
my-
like a band of locals catch wind of you making your magic item and think it's like evil or something?
Yeah, the priest of a temple of good accused you of trafficking in dark magic.
I mean, would they be wrong?
Which
One is
temple,
also
though? Which
you
temple,
bought.
though?
It just says a good temple.
Yeah.
You bought up the last ink of the. You bought the last of the rare ink used to craft skulls and angered another wizard.
Cry about it.
And like, Good news is right underneath
Hey,
the
man.
how to make a spell scroll is selling a magic item. Yeah, you can. Yeah, and then the base price of a common scroll is 50 gold pieces, which I
Okay.
think cantrips count.
Yeah.
So,
Seems
and
a little
then
rip
it would
off.
be marked down for selling. So you can make profit on this.
All right. If everyone, if someone wants to give me, like, if everyone wants to pitch in 10 gold, I can make over the course of 5 days. I'll have. Oh God, I'm starting a pyramid scheme.
Everyone just give me
So,
money, and it will give everyone lots more money. Trust me.
Shadowlands, the
This is
pyramid
literally
scheme.
just like this is
Okay,
cryptocurrency right
let's
now.
see.
Give me money,
Okay,
and I will give you more money back.
so if everyone gives you 10, that's 40 gold. Hmm.
Well, I have. So if everyone gives me 10, that's 30 more gold than what I already have, and I can use that 30 gold
Oh, yeah.
to make 2, which we then sell for 100 at least.
No, it's if you look at the magic, it's common, 100, and half for consumables like spells and scrolls.
Okay.
Potions and scrolls. So base is 50.
Right. But if I make 2, I can sell it for 100.
Yes.
Sure. If you'll allow that, I'll absolutely spend a week just making spell scrolls.
I will give the 10 gold.
I
Yeah.
will as well.
I will give 10 gold.
Radical.
Now we're all poor again.
About to not be.
Wag.
Radical.
Let me check the rules real fast to see what it
Yeah, if you want to
specifies.
lower that payout, that seems very reasonable. For
No, I want
cantrips.
to see if you spend a week making scrolls or if you spend a week on one scroll.
Okay.
Do
I think it's per scroll. And it's work weeks, so technically, I believe multiple people working on it increases the speed. Because it's work weeks, so like man hours, meaning multiple people do it faster.
every work week spent scribing brings a 10% chance of a complication. I
It's
mean,
like, this is like Craig's garden supplies business from Fallout Zero.
so no, you would only spend you're making only 2 scrolls, so you'd only spend 2 days doing it.
Well, I would spend 4 out of the 5 days doing it. I got nothing else to do.
I mean, point still stands that you're not spending the whole week. You're only spending 2 days.
Well, no, I'm saying I'd spend 4 days on scrolls.
Or do you want another like 50 gold?
No, because once I sell one, I'll have more than enough.
Okay, I see what you mean. So you want to make one, sell it, make one, sell it.
Yes.
Okay. I see. Yeah. Interesting. The pyramid scheme begins.
I'm inflating the spell scroll market.
So you make what cantrip are you inscribing into these spells? Or if you don't use scrolls?
Let's see, what cantrip? Let's do one people actually would like to have, and mending seems like that'd be a popular seller.
Mending actually might be one of the few you can constantly sell.
Yeah, I mean, who wouldn't want mending? It's so useful.
My rules on spell scrolls is the base rules are fucking stupid. If you have a spell scroll, you can use it. You just need to pass the intelligence check.
Okay.
So, like, normal people can just take a mending cantrip spell scroll and use it.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I think base rules is you have to have the ability to, like, cast a spell, and it's like, why would I want a spell scroll then? I'll just get the spell.
I think it's for stuff like elves, like what is it? High elves and ASMR that you get one cantrip. But you can also technically cast spell scroll.
But like
You give me
what I'm saying is like it has to be on like the list of spells you could possibly know, which is weird because then you only want to buy high level spell scrolls for spells you don't have yet.
Yeah.
And even then, as a wizard, it's just better to
Uh,
keep it and then inscribe it into your
the
book
high elf
later.
the high elf who only knows mage hand casting the scroll of power word kill. Or
I
the
have one
scroll of
level.
wish which they use to cast true strike.
But like I think the rules are dumb. I feel like if you have the spell scroll and it's been like translated into a language you can understand, which I'm assuming you are making this in languages people can understand. But yeah, so
Yeah.
you just make the entire thing in like super like like arcane runes.
Yeah.
No.
So you can make the two mending scrolls real fast. You gonna hand those off to someone to sell, or you gonna try and sell them yourself?
Oh, absolutely not. I have an 8 in charisma. Someone else can sell them for me. It's the whole point of asking Thomas if he's
I'm
connected
pretty
with people
sure.
who can profit off of it.
Does Thomas have the highest charisma? Or
I mean, Thomas
I
could sell them if
think
he wants.
I have a 17 in charisma, but I thought our deal was
I mean,
lucky.
if we could sell them, they wouldn't want to take a cut.
Right, I guess.
okay.
Okay. But they were, I don't know. If you make things that aren't mending, I bet the mob would buy them off of us.
Well, something you need to
Yeah,
understand is
makes
if you
spell
sell
scroll
it.
of magic missile the next week. Man found dead in back alley shot with magic missiles.
Well, here's something you also need to understand: if you sell it to a seller, you aren't going to get as much since they have to also sell it to make a profit.
Right.
My economics classes are coming in handy.
Well, no, I already knew that. I was just thinking, is the mob gonna like come after us if we're selling stuff
I mean,
outside of them?
why would they? They might be like, "Hey, why don't you work for us instead?" But they aren't going to be like, "We're going to fucking kill you."
You know, I never know. But okay, I'll just sell them myself, I guess. Like I'll take them from Zach or Ash and sell them.
So give me a persuasion. Actually, flat charisma. Just a flat charisma check.
Just flat charisma? But I
Flat
have so many
charisma.
skills that could be used in this situation. Like deception and intimidation and persuasion. All of which I have proficiency in.
Buy the scroll or else.
Well, I feel like that would work on a lot of people.
Hey, Ash gave you the scrolls and said sell them, and then we'll split the profits. You do with that how you will.
Ew, that's not good. That's a 7.
Do better.
Seven.
Unless you count it as a saving throw, and then it's a 9.
Try harder.
Oh.
I rolled a 4, okay.
Get better.
So you are able to sell both scrolls. If you want
No.
to, you can sell them to that like the forge, that little like blacksmith place,
Oh,
and
the
they will
cute gnome.
with the gnome, and they will buy them for 25 gold pieces a piece.
Can I try again?
Honestly, that sounds more
No.
reasonable. Wait. That sounds more
Yeah,
reasonable.
why don't you try approaching a different seller? Like, or just a different person to sell to? Yeah.
I will cast guidance on you before you go. this time.
That's what I mean. Like, can I just sell it to somebody else?
What I'm telling you is for these scrolls, this is the best offer you're getting.
Okay.
Because of your
Like
that
you
makes
went
sense.
around like different people, and like these were like the only people who were like, yeah, we can buy those off you for this much.
Okay.
You
Well,
didn't
that's the
roll
best
very
answer.
well.
I didn't.
It happens.
RNG
Alright.
says no.
The dice
RNG says
lied
no.
to me, but we still
Okay,
got
so let's
We,
see.
we
some
broke
money
even.
back.
40 minus.
We-
No, we did more than break even. So
Oh, okay.
we got 10 extra gold now.
You spent 30 to make the two spell scrolls.
Oh, 20 extra gold.
And then
right.
yeah,
Okay.
you got
That's
profit.
5 each or 5 gold each.
Back up to 15.
Plus. Okay.
So yeah, so everyone subtract 10, then add
15.
15.
15. Okay.
Subtract 10, then add 15.
Wait, that doesn't sound right.
You could just add 5.
Okay, so
No,
everyone give me.
nonsense.
God, I have to do math now. What is this? Why? What? So, all right, I'll just put it all in mine. So I had 40, and then I subtract 30 from that, go down to 10, and then we made 50. So 50 cut into 4 would be, we each get 11, and then there'd be, no, we each, fucking math.
It's 15 gold pieces a piece.
I don't,
Well, ain't that interesting? A cantrip and a first level spell scroll are both common,
mm-hmm.
so they would sell for the same price.
Right, that's why I said this seems a bit ludicrous. So we'd each get 12, and then there'd be 2 left over.
Which we would just automatically add to the next spell scroll.
What? Wait, Zach, what math are you doing? You go to 60.
Right, but that extra 10 gold is my personal 10 gold that I had. I'm not gonna divvy that up to other people because we sold the spell scrolls for 25 each, so that's 2 that gets turned into 50, and then I divvy that out to all 4 of us. So we
Wait,
each get,
you spent their money making this.
yeah,
But he made it.
but I made it.
Okay, I'm sorry to understand this pyramid scheme.
I spent the days making it, so that's my
But I
investment.
sold it.
Okay,
Yeah, so you can get the extra 2.
so while we're figuring out the math, safe, as you're just spend a few days in the bunker,
Uh-oh.
in the little barracks, this very wide eye, very a wide eye druid, not older than 20, walks up to you and be like, Roland said you wanted medical attention.
Yes, my dear individual, my dear, my druid-looking friend. You wish to practice your spell casting?
Yeah. And they are going to attempt to cast Cure Wounds. Let me get my dice. So, how this mechanic works is they make a little check here to try and cast the spell, and if they pass the check, they cast it, you're all fine. If they fail, nothing can happen, or if they horribly fail, bad things can happen.
Yay!
So they're going to make just a little tiny wisdom check. Something
Me?
they're good at.
Oh,
No,
no.
they are.
Can make a wisdom check to tell them how to do it.
Okay, and they pass, so they get the cure wounds off, which I now have to look up cure wounds because I am big dummy.
D8, I'm pretty sure, for each
D8 plus
spell level.
spellcasting modifier.
Yeah.
D8
Yep.
plus spellcasting modifier per. And if they're casting it at a higher level, which they aren't because they're a trainee druid, so they can't, they get extra D8s.
So
Well,
where
I
have some
don't know. It would have been kind of funny to have them catastrophically fail and like make me do death saves.
they heal you 3 hit points.
Wow. Thank you.
Do they have no modifier?
No, they have a modifier. They rolled a 1.
Okay. So we're going to be spending the rest of this week snoozing, aren't we? Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Hung Shuan.
Good
Once-
job. You
Snore,
good job.
me.
Good job.
Once,
The effectiveness is it varies. There's even experienced casters.
once per
sometimes.
night, I can expend a spell slot basically for free before we go to sleep because I'll get it back when we wake up. So I can cast a better one one of the nights for you.
Oh,
It's okay. It's okay.
I'm
Just need a bit more practice. You'll get there. But still, that was a good spell.
at least you're still conscious.
That
Are we
statements like
there?
that fill me with confidence.
That first night, you're still, I don't know. There's Ash just walking by you before going to sleep. Just literally, just looks like she throws some dust on you, and then the rest you get 7 HP back. She keeps walking.
Oh my god, it's almost 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yep.
Been 3 hours almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and then and now we get the other spell slots we're making, aren't we? Or spell scrolls.
I got 2 more.
Got 2 more.
How much free health did I get back?
You got
Can I sell
you got
these ones
3,
better
and
this
then
time?
Ash healed you for 7 more.
Okay.
Yes, you can
That's
try
me
and
back
sell
up
these
to a
ones for
decent
better.
amount. Well, good amount.
I'm
Netta.
going to very quickly use the restroom. I will be right back.
Okay. So, would you like to make a first level spell or just 3 basic spells?
I would like to make more cantrips.
So, this is something I will suggest. You don't have to listen to me.
Mhm.
You have Spare the Dying, don't you? You can make those spell scrolls and hand them out to the party.
That's true, but that I'd I'd have to make them though, and then not sell them.
But that is still something that you could very much do to have everyone just have a Spare the Dying ready.
That's true.
I also have Cure Wounds, so, I didn't get to use it in the last battle, but I do have that.
Look, we understand your place in battles and it's to be unconscious.
Damn.
Look, I had very low HP.
All right,
It's
you're
better
dead.
now that I'm level 2.
Unfortunately, God just smote your character. I think you need to roll a new one now.
As you step out into the street, you are
You're
struck by a
playing-
cruise missile. Roll up
You're
a new
playing
character.
a dangerous game, and you don't know it.
I'm God. I can taunt as much as I want.
That
Oh, I
missile
know.
knew where it was because it knows where it wasn't, and it knows
So-
where you are, and you're about to be nowhere.
Let things not be the way they are, and you be no more.
Listen, I'm saying we have to call this party Iwi. It is what it is.
What?
We have to. I'm petitioning for it.
What does that even mean?
is what it is. Iwi.
It is.
Iwi.
It is what
Eerie. No, that's too close to Ulu. I don't like that. Too close.
You don't like
Too close.
kiwi?
It's too close to the word.
It is what it is.
Okay, yeah, okay. It is what it is. Yeah, okay.
It is what it is.
No, you guys, there's no, you can't say a T in there. It's got to be it is what it is.
Fair enough.
It is what it is.
So how many spell scrolls are we making?
I'm going to make two more cantrips.
Make 2 more. Hand it over to Thomas to sell.
Mm-hmm.
Thomas, make that flat charisma check.
Hey, I could use a skill.
I'm giving you guidance for this one.
Oh, cool.
Get the guidance.
I love that sound. That's a 15.
15 is pretty good. 15 is really good.
Did you add the D4 for guidance?
No,
You should do that.
I should, didn't I?
Have it, might as well.
It's a 16.
Awesome.
So as you're like talking around, trying to figure out, who would want their hands on this? You spend like one day at Lucky. You spend a little bit of time at Lucky's, and he goes, I tore one of my suits lately. I could use a few of those.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Let's say I'll give you 35 gold pieces for one.
Come now, Lucky. Can't we do 40?
Fine, 40.
Yes. I'll take 40.
So one for 40. And then you head up to like little like having talked to Lucky like, yeah, wait, clothes need to be repaired sometimes too, and this is a really easy way to get it done. And you head up it's like a little fabric shop, and they're like, actually, yeah, it's a lot easier than paying someone to do it.
Thomas clinks his two brain cells together and remembers that mending is also applied to clothes.
How much you selling them for?
I pushed the wrong button and accidentally joined the meeting.
Wait, this isn't the goth I signed up for.
The hell they doing over there?
I just sold one for 40. So what can you offer?
I'll give you 40 for it.
Sweet. Thomas doesn't say that. That's just me being really bad at hiding my emotions.
And thus the wealth of the party tripled? No, it doubled.
Pyramid scheme.
I got
So
we
we
got
sold
80 gold.
sold each for 40.
Okay, so 80 divided by 4 is going to be 20.
20.
Yeah, 20. Everyone gets 20 gold. Yay.
Yeah, your wealth doubled.
Woo-hoo!
So
We did it, guys. We pyramid skied it.
Yep.
Snorri and Safe,
Oh no.
this is a week, so you can do a downtime activity if you want to.
Oh,
What would
that's
I
right.
do then?
Let's see. What would I do? Let's see. Crafting.
Crime's an option.
What it?
No.
Craft. No, we're striking a low profile. Let's see. How much is it again
Thomas
to
is really rude.
to craft an uncommon magic item?
Let me check. Let me look. Let me
Sorry,
look.
I forgot. Did I make any gold from all the trading of the spell scrolls? I forgot. I know I got 15 from the first one and lost
20
10.
from the second.
20 from the
Well,
second. So
did I-
you subtract 20 in total and add 32 in total.
So
Okay.
it costs 200 to make an uncommon.
Hey.
It costs 200 gold pieces and 2 weeks.
Oh, never mind.
A common would take 1 work week and 50 gold pieces.
Okay, let's see. Let me look through common magic items, and maybe you can talk to Safe One, considering my options here.
Hey, would you like to do anything for your downtime activity?
I don't know what the activities are, so I can. Isn't there one like research?
There actually is one called research.
Okay. I'm going to research. Lucky.
Lucky in specific.
Yeah, I'm going to specifically research Lucky and the Mafia.
Thomas very loudly complains about this.
Who said I was telling you?
So
Fair enough.
normally a research takes 50 gold pieces for the week you
Oh.
spend.
Well, I can't do that now.
However, if you want to make, it would be an intelligence check, and if you want to do it with -2 for not spending the gold, I'll let you do it.
Okay. Okie dokie. So it's just a flat roll then.
I don't know what your intelligence was.
My intelligence was 14, so it cancels out. So it's just a flat die roll, which is a 12.
12, actually. So you can ask me 2 questions that I will answer.
About the Mafia?
Yes.
Okay. Is Lucky or who is the overall leader of the local Mafia?
Give me 1 little second. Give me a moment. The leader of the Rosewood Mafia is Brush Shadow.
Brush Shadow, as in who? Brush, first name Brush, second name Shadow?
Yes.
My second question. What is the Mafia's primary source of income?
Drugs.
Okay. It's the drugs.
They sell a lot of drugs.
They sell a lot of drugs, and I can't ask any more questions. Oh well. It was worth it. I get random lore facts that I will not use in the
To be
in the
fair
future.
to Mafia, drugs in this setting are just like work enhancers also count as drugs they sell.
Like it wouldn't be. Would this stuff would be addicting, wouldn't it? And probably have harmful side effects.
So it's like they sell cocaine, but they also sell caffeine.
Caffeine's just banned.
Well, this is also you're living in an area where like easy access to caffeine isn't like very common.
Ah. So that's the stuff they sell legally, and then the cocaine and stuff is just
Yeah, you got it.
is
I feel like
under the table.
this
stuff.
information was found out, like, not really through research, but just, like, Safe got Thomas slightly drunk.
Probably. That's why I didn't have to pay. Well, I would have to pay because I'd have to make you drunk.
I don't know, I feel like Thomas would pay for his own drinks. He'd be like, yeah, you want to go drinking? Okay.
But now do you get your long rest?
Hooray!
Yay!
I get all my health.
I was thinking,
They do
uh,
exist.
don't have to
They
do
do.
this session, but I did find a magic item that I might have wanted to craft.
Oh, what is it? What is it?
Earrings of message.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. To
Doing
be honest, I
some
think better than.
search.
Oh, you want me to send you that, or?
I got it.
Oh, okay. Sorry, it's earring of message.
Honestly, I can allow that.
All right. Let's see. Would that require like any rolls to make that?
Hold on. Computer is deciding if it wants to crash or not.
Oh, okay.
Let me just pull that up on my phone. When my computer decides if I need to reboot it. Xanathar's Guide to Everything.
Pretty sure I'm pretty sure it's from Call of the Netherdeep.
No, it's in Xanathar's Guide.
Oh, huh.
Yeah, there's an entire section called Downtime Revisited.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking about the magic item itself, not the check.
Yeah, no, there's they have rules for stuff. I just gotta find it. Crafting an item. Doo-doo-doo. And you're an artificer, so you have proficiency in fucking everything. So that doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm. And let me check. I forget if I get this just as an artificer, if it's a later ability, but it might be that I'm able to make magic items at half the cost and half the time. Let me check. Oh, never mind. That's a 10th level ability. Okay. Let's see. I would need a small loan in order to make that.
How small?
I have 42 gold. It would be 10. It'd be 50 gold to craft it.
Oh.
And assuming that I don't want to be completely broke, that might be.
All you need to do is make I would say an Arcana check here to see if you can get it done without any complications.
Okay. Kind of check. Let's see. $25.
Easily done.
Okay. Would anyone want to perhaps give me a
You just
loan?
need that
Thomas,
much.
Thomas will give you the loan.
Yeah, I'll give you
But-
the earring if you give me the loan.
I don't necessarily need the earring. I just need Thomas will just make sure that you give him your cut of the next spell scroll.
Okay. Let's see how much.
I'll give you 15.
Okay, 15. Let's
So
see.
you're not like completely broke.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. Yeah. Subtract 50 from that, and that's going to be. Yep, minus that. So, yep, I have earrings of message now.
Ta-da.
All right. I think that'll be all for me.
Yep. Unless you want to decide who gets that right now.
Who do you think? Or we can work that out in like messages. Yeah.
Yeah, because with the long rest, I do believe it is a good time to call it here.
That's
There was no
fine.
combat, surprisingly.
For
I
now,
managed to not die this time.
impossible.
I will say, I
You
would
say
recommend
no
giving.
combat, like half this session wasn't y'all talking in a basement, and the other half was a pyramid scheme.
Okay, you're the
I
one who
snuck
called
into
it.
a house.
Listen,
Who's to say that Shadowlands does not encompass the shadowy lands of corporate fraud?
capitalism. Listen, just because my character has made more money than they've probably ever seen in multiple generations of their family, because they're
That's
a level
hilarious.
1 wizard.
I could have been doing this all this time.
Also, my vote is Scythe gets the earring.
I'm going to need a full essay on why Scythe would make best use of the ear.
Because Rogue's
No,
gonna rogue at some point.
no, I'm joking. Yeah,
I know.
yeah, sure, you can have it.
Okay, I'll need to update the character sheet then.
Okay.
Today was a little bit of a taste of what like long resting feels like in this game.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine long resting is just downtime with the possibility of something interrupting it.
And as long as you like nothing
I
goes
really
horribly wrong.
Require
was.
attunement or not?
Let's see. I'll send you the stats real quick.
Like unless y'all get like a horribly bad complication during one of your events with downtime, it should just be easy.
You know, I really was hoping that the clergy would be angered by my magic. Okay. To do something about that.
I was hoping that somebody would see me on the way through the house, but I'm just too
maybe someone did.
Maybe. I was kind of hoping to get like called out though, and I just wasn't.
Oh, and to answer the question, there is corporate hell in this. You just gotta find it.
There's corporate what?
There is like a corporate hellscape in this. You just gotta find where it is.
Or we could not.
What if we don't?
Them.
What if we don't?
Yeah, I'll send it in the chat.
The urge to make the cover photo for this
I
session
do not.
Bill
I
Clinton
do not
is
think it's.
so strong.
Do it. I do not think it requires. Yeah, attunement. It doesn't say so.
So we could just pass them off if we ever needed to.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, also, the name of this episode will be I wish to incite Bill Clinton.
Yes. I wish to incite Bill Clinton, and then what picture of Bill Clinton should we use for this video?
Somebody find one.
Yeah, we need to find the best picture of Bill Clinton possible.
I wish to take a photo of him.
Like the most unflattering picture we can find.
This is a good fun. But I hungry.
Same.
Yep. Bill Clinton. Let's see if I can replicate your experience by finding a picture of him in Northern Ireland. I doubt it. I can. Oh, never mind. There is a picture of him there. Let's see.
So the reason all the presidents are here is because it's the 25th anniversary of the signing of the Good Friday Agreement.
Oh, I see.
So Bill is here because he helped broker it, and Joe Biden's here for political clout and to try and bully the political parties into restoring devolved government. And Hillary's here because she's the honorary chancellor of the local university, and because Bill's here.
Okay, I see. Let's see.
I'm trying to find one that looks like he's being incited.
Yeah. And Rishi Sunak is here to talk to Joe Biden.
Of
and
course.
they've both left now.
Okay, let's see. I think I found it. I found the picture. It looks like he's being incited.
Oh no. What am I about to get sent?
There's zero context for why there's.
And supposedly of him in Northern Ireland.
Every time I look at it, it gets better.
Okay, since we have that all sorted out now and everything's good, I am going to go eat.
All right.
Wait. I need to before we go, I need to roll my insight check on Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, well, that insight check.
What do you
is-
get? What do you get?
Am I, Zach, proficient in insight, and what would my wisdom be?
Your wisdom, I don't know. Do you think you're a wise person?
Does any
Actually,
wise person?
I'm gonna give
think
myself a
they're
plus
wise?
1, and I don't know what my proficiency bonus is.
I don't know,
It would probably be 0.
No. Here. I'll tell. Here's how we're gonna judge if you're proficient or not. I'm going to tell you that something that's either a truth or a lie,
Okay.
and you're gonna tell me if I'm lying or not.
Okay.
The best part about this is that while all this was going on, my friends were in the park and they were playing a board
Or
game.
actually,
They
anyone?
mentioned Freddy's
actually-
board game, which they thought
actually-
was a joke. And Bill Clinton walks past in a tracksuit with it. Like you could not make that scene up.
Oh,
You could not make
actually,
that up.
if anybody wants to send something for me to say with a straight face and see if it, yes, then feel free to send me a truth or a lie.
Oh my goodness. We have fallen so far.
You know, okay, whatever. Okay, to be honest, I think Oregon is a fantastic state. We're doing very well, and I just think that compared to most other states, it's doing pretty good for itself.
False. Oregon is in America, which is crumbling apart as we speak.
Correct.
Therefore,
You are proficient.
okay. I don't know. I'm probably a level 2 Zach, so I'll only give I'll give a +3 to my wisdom
Okay.
in total.
Okay. Roll. Clinton. Is he lying? We're in.
I rolled a
Inside-
19. I rolled a 19, so 22.
You have learned that Bill Clinton has been involved in another affair.
Yes, he did in fact have sexual relations with another woman.
I'm only just
Another.
now finding this out, I guess. Another one.
Another one.
Another
All right,
one.
Bill Clinton
Another
has
one.
successfully been insight checked. You can now end the recording.
It's over. The game is done. Bill